everyone, and welcome back to Soul Stained. My name is Beth, and I am here today with the February 3-in-1 video. So 3-in-1 videos were started by Cherry over on our Booktubers Around the World Goodreads page, which she created, and they are being carried on by both Cherry and Anne from Book Your Imagination, who has been helping her run the Goodreaders Around the World, the Booktubers Around the World Goodreads page, as Cherry has recently had the most adorable little boy you've ever seen in your life. So, 3-in-1 videos are where you have a topic and you discuss 3 books that, you've thought of because of the topic made you think of. So, this month is Books You Love to Reread. February 2018, Books You Love to Reread, 3-in-1 video. Here we go. I'm not just going to do 3 books, right? That would be crazy. I've already recently talked about Outlander by Diana Gabaldon and how I've just reread it again for the first time in like a decade, but I used to reread it 2 or 3 times a year. So I'm not going to talk about that one. That's not one of my 3. Ha ha. What I am going to talk about, though, are the original fairy tales and fables. So I've got here the Brothers Grimm 101 Fairy Tales and Aesop's Fables, both in these lovely word cloud editions. Guys, if you ever decide that you want to buy me books, that is the thing that you want to do, then I want these word cloud classics. If you can find books in the word cloud classics for me, that's what I want. However, I don't need Aesop's Fables or the first of the Brothers Grimm. Now, I do need the second book, just FYI. But these, I love rereading these. I just taught several of these to my 7th and 8th graders. We went over fables, fairy tales, uh, fairy tales from different cultures, things of that nature. I absolutely love revisiting legends, myths, fairy tales, and fables. I also absolutely adore the So You Want to Be a Wizard series. I think it's actually called Young Wizards series. My books are still all in boxes because I packed up and then I never moved and they're just sitting in boxes. But this is by Diane Duane. This is The Wizard's Dilemma, which is, I think, book 4 or 5 something, book 5 um, in the series. But I've read it twice now, I think. I've read the first book in the series like 8 times. I started reading them when I was in junior high and just absolutely, absolutely adore them. I'm still looking for a few of the books to fill out the series. I think there are 9 books in the series, and I own 4 out of 9 or 5 out of 9, something like that. So I'm still looking for all of them, but I do absolutely love reading them. Now, this next book I've listened to on audio twice and finally bought it in physical copy just so I would have it because I love it and I don't want to wait if the audio is out with someone else. And that is St. Lucy's Home for Girls Raised by Wolves. This is a series of short stories written by Karen Russell. And I listened to, I may listen to this one first. I was waiting on Swamplandia, which they still don't have on audio, and I never finished in ebook form because I can't read an ebook for very long, and I keep running out of time to read the book and having to send it back. But I was still enjoying Swamplandia. I was waiting for it when I first listened to this, and I wound up listening to everything they had by Karen Russell, and then I listened to this again, and like I said, I just bought this copy so that I would have it, and I'm getting ready to reread it for the 3rd time, first time in physical. And then I'm going to throw in another one, even though that's technically 4 books I've already talked about, 5 books I've already talked about, whatever, who cares? Nobody needs to count. It's fine. This is Sense and Sensibility because I don't have Pride and Prejudice in the word cloud editions, and I don't know why I have it in 3 other editions that I can't find right now. But pretty much anything by Jane Austen. I've read Sense and Sensibility all the way through twice in my life, but I've picked it up and read bits and pieces of it, I don't know, like 20,000 times, something like that. I adore Jane Austen's writing. Pride and Prejudice is one of my all-time favorite books, which is slightly predictable. I know it's a little basic, but I don't care. I adore Elizabeth Bennet. I am Elizabeth, so there you go. I've been waiting on Mr. Darcy my entire life. Um, but I love Sense and Sensibility as well. But honestly, I was holding it up because I couldn't find Pride and Prejudice. That's pretty much it. Um, but those are the books that I love to reread. There are several more I could talk about. I could have mentioned Skullduggery Pleasant by Derek Landy, which I've listened to the audiobook for the first, second, and third books 4 times last year, I think, something like that, because I really enjoy them. Really love to reread them. And of Green Gables, I'm not talking about that one. That wasn't one of mine. So many other books that I could talk about, but those are the ones that I chose to talk to you about, mostly because those are the ones I could find in my boxes. I would love to hear what you guys like to reread. If you've done one of these videos, link it up down below. Just leave me a comment telling me what you like to reread. And if you've read any of the books I mentioned, if you enjoyed them enough to reread them yourself. I will talk to you guys again soon. But if you enjoyed this video, please do me a big favor and give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you if you're a new subscriber, by the way. I see you guys popping in and liking my stuff, and I really appreciate it. I will talk to you guys again soon. I hope you have a fabulous end of February and 1st of March. Bye.